Freshwater fish can be found in a broad variety of shapes, sizes, and colors, and many of them have unique behaviors that make them fascinating to observe. Making a nest for the purpose of protecting and raising one's offspring is one of these behaviors. Number 1. Bluegill fish, Lepomus macrochirus, popularly known as bluegill fish, is a kind of freshwater fish that may be found all throughout North America. Male bluegills become extremely territorial during the breeding season, which normally lasts from late spring to early summer, and they establish nesting sites in shallow water. Male bluegills will use their tails to clean a small section of the substrate, which is often sandy or gravelly, and then make a circular depression in it. Thereafter, they will protect this nest site from other guys and work to get a female to build a nest there. Male bluegills will engage in courtship activity by swimming about the location of the nest, flaring their fins, and showing the females their vibrant colors. A female bluegill will lay her eggs in the depression once she has been drawn to the nest, and the male will fertilize them. The male will protect the nest site from predators and other males after conception and until the eggs hatch. A single female bluegill can produce up to 50,000 eggs in a season, making them well known for being prolific breeders. The young fish will stay in the nest for a few more days until they are big enough to swim and feed on their own. The eggs usually hatch within a few days. Overall, bluegills' reproductive activity is a fascinating and significant aspect of their life cycle since it assures the survival of their species in freshwater habitats. Number 2. Siamese algae eater. Fish that lay eggs and spawn early in the morning are known as Siamese algae eaters. Males will chase females around the tank while trying to encourage them to spawn using their jaws. A female will release her eggs into the water once she is ready to do so, and the male will fertilize them right away. Siamese algae eater eggs have adhesive properties and will adhere to any surface, including plants, rocks, and tank walls. The male will typically protect the eggs and defend them against other fish in the tank after spawning. The eggs will hatch in 1 to 3 days, and in another 3 to 5 days the fry will be able to swim on their own. Number 3. Jewel cichlid. Substrate spawners, such as jewel cichlids, will lay their eggs on a flat object like a rock or a piece of driftwood. The male will fertilize the eggs that the female will lay. The pair will alternately watch over the eggs after fertilization and fan them with their fins to give oxygenated water. Jewel cichlids are fiercely protective parents that will forcefully repel intruders from their eggs and fry. Until the eggs hatch, which normally takes 3 to 4 days, they will keep fanning the eggs. As the fry hatch, the parents will take them to a pit that has already been dug in the substrate, where they will continue to look after and protect them. Unlike other African cichlid species, this one's parents share equally in the responsibility of caring for the eggs and rearing the fry. Even when they are fully capable of leaving on their own, the juvenile fish are taken care of. Till the fry are almost ready to achieve sexual maturity, the family may occasionally remain together. Number 4. Cardinal tetra. How male cardinal tetras behave during breeding season. Males will exhibit more vivid colors and become more aggressive against other males. Also, they'll begin to swim about females and flash their fins in an effort to pursue and court them. A female cardinal tetra will accompany the male to a good spawning location if she is attracted to him. After that, the two will dance by swimming around one another. As egg scatterers, cardinal tetras will disperse their eggs across the aquarium. The male will fertilize the eggs when the female releases them. The parents won't continue to look after the eggs or the fry after fertilization. The cardinal tetras need to live in a safe, stable habitat with access to clean water, lots of hiding spots, and a nutritious diet in order to promote reproduction. To replicate their natural breeding environment, you might also want to think about altering the aquarium's temperature and lighting. Number 5. Convict cichlid. Popular freshwater fish species called convict cichlids are distinguished by their aggressive nature and striking look. These Central American native fish are extensively kept in aquariums all over the world. Convict cichlids' breeding habits are among their most intriguing features. Male convict cichlids are quite aggressive in defending their territory. The female will exhibit interest in the male by displaying her body and fins in a receptive manner during breeding season, and the male will become more aggressive and start courting the female. Once the male and female have paired up, they will start cleaning a flat surface, like a rock or a flat piece of wood, in preparation for breeding. Adults are most hostile at this time. The eggs will hatch after 3 days, but the fry will need a few more days before they absorb their egg sac and begin swimming in large numbers, under the supervision of the parents. Any intruders will be chased to the edge of the territory. Number 6, Pleco fish. It's well known that Pleco fish have intriguing nesting habits. These fish can be found in a range of settings, from swiftly flowing rivers to slowly moving streams, and are indigenous to the rivers and streams of South America. The majority of the time, plecos build their nests in the wild among densely forested places, like the banks of rivers and streams. Plecos frequently pick a cave or crevice as their nesting location in an aquarium. In order to get ready for the female pleco to lay her eggs, the male will select a good site and clean the area. The male pleco uses his tongue to move and eliminate material during this cleaning operation. To make a clean and secure environment for the eggs to be placed, they use materials like rocks or sand. The female pleco will lay her eggs in the location that the male has prepared once the nesting habitat has been established. The male will fertilize the eggs after that and carefully watch over them to keep out predators and other aquarium fish. The male pleco will be extremely protective of the eggs throughout the nesting time and won't let any other fish get close to them. To keep the eggs well oxygenated and stop any fungus from forming on them, he will fan the eggs with his fin. Usually, the eggs hatch after a few days, and the fry appear. Number 7, Gourami fish. Particularly during the breeding season, Gourami fish are renowned for their distinctive nesting behavior. The male Gourami fish are the ones who construct the nests, and they are fiercely devoted to them. The male Gourami fish collect bubbles from the water's surface and use their saliva to create bubble nests. The nests, which may reach the size of a dinner plate, are typically constructed close to the water's surface. Male Gourami fish flaunt their colorful fins and swim in circles around the female fish to pursue them during the breeding season. The male fish fertilizes the eggs when the female fish releases them close to the bubble nest when she is ready to lay eggs. Number 8, Oscar fish. While laying their eggs, Oscar fish often use a flat surface like a rock, a piece of wood, or the aquarium glass. In order to build a nest, they could also dig a pit in the substrate. The Oscar fish will clean a site after choosing it by shifting the substrate around, spitting it out, or even taking it in their teeth and relocating it to another area. Oscar fish males will frequently start courting females by flashing their vibrant colors and fins, and maybe even dancing. In response, the female usually displays a deeper color and begins to lay her eggs. The nest is where the female Oscar fish will lay her eggs. Within 3 days, the eggs will hatch. In addition, they don't resemble fish at all when they hatch. They lack a mouth, fins, and eyes. In reality, all that is visible is their yolk sac. Closer to hatching, the fry can be seen moving within their shells. On the top of their heads, there are 3 pairs of tiny glands that release a sticky filament that helps attach the fry to the rock. The Oscar fry have an egg sac that they will eat for the first 4 days. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, let me know in the comments below.